Hey guys, today I wanted to show off some of the footage that I've captured over the last couple days since the patch has come out for PUBG on Xbox and PS4. Fortunately enough, I was able to find most of the new stuff that's been added to the game, so what I wanted to do is just show off some of that stuff for you and give my initial impressions of everything that's been added. And let's go ahead and start off with this animation that you can now do. It allows you to look at your weapon skin and just show off the weapon. It's nothing groundbreaking here, but it's a cool little animation, so I thought I'd show it off for you. If you want to do this for yourself, it probably works best in first person. What you do is you hold left on the D-pad while you're just standing there, so not aiming or anything like that, and your character will do this animation where he shows off his weapon. In that same match, I was able to find the new SMG, the Bizon, and let me tell you right off the bat, I really think I'm going to like this gun. I've only played one match with it so far, but I did really well with it, and I shot pretty well with it. I feel like it's really accurate. Obviously, it's not going to outpower an AR, and it's not going to outpower, most of the weapons in the game, but you have 53 bullets in the magazine by default. There's no extended mag, there's no need to equip an extended mag because you have 53 bullets right there. So it's a spray and pray lover's dream. You can miss multiple shots with this gun, and you're not going to run out of ammo by the time that you're done in the fight. If you don't kill somebody in 53 rounds, chances are you're already dead. And I had a solo match that I ran through, and I had the Bizon, and I did pretty well with it, so I'll have some of that in the background here. But yeah, like I said, I definitely liked it. I think I'm going to start using that over the UMP for now, at least until I get used to it, just to see, if I do prefer it over the UMP. Obviously with the UMP with an extended mag you can get it to 40 rounds, and you have the benefit of equipping an extended quick draw mag, which gives you the 40 rounds and lets you reload really fast. And I'm sure the UMP has some extra stability. I haven't went to the training mode and actually tested this thing out just to see how it feels. I just jumped into a match, tried to find one, and luckily enough I was able to find one and use it. I had a pretty good solo match, just came up short in the very end, but nonetheless I had fun playing with the Bizon. Next up, I was able to play with the Canted Sight just a little bit. I got it in a couple matches, but I only really used it in one of them. I used it to try and shoot at a car while it was driving away. And, it's pretty cool just to be able to switch with the press of a button to a longer scope. If I would have had a 4X or a 6X, I might have been able to actually do what I was trying to do when this car was driving by. I had the Canted Sight out, and then I switched to my longer scope. It just happened to be a 2X, so it didn't really give me that much of a benefit. But like I said, if I had a longer scope on there, I might have been able to do some damage. And that's just really cool to have that option without having to go into your inventory and switch to a different scope, because I know on PC that's really quick. They just click and drag and it swaps those scopes pretty easily, but on console you have to hit the bumper and then go down to the scope and then select it on which gun you want, and that can take some time. So having this Canted Sight is going to be a good option, I think, for a lot of players that like to have that range combat as well as the close quarters combat in a pinch. So definitely a good addition to the game, and I'm excited to use it some more. And last but not least, let's talk about night mode on Vikendi. And a lot of people have been asking me, how do I get night mode enabled? Do I have to turn something on? How do I play night mode on Vikendi? Well, it's just a random chance. So it's like the weather matches on Erangel, Sanhok, and Miramar. Sometimes there's cloudy weather and you can have rain. Sometimes you can have cloudy weather with no rain. Sometimes you just have clear skies. It's the same thing with Vikendi. You'll have the regular, normal daytime match with the snow falling and everything, and then every once in a while you'll get a night match with the Aurora Borealis and the big white moon up there, and it's just a really cool atmosphere to be playing in. And you hear some kind of eerie wind going on in the background when you're outside as well, and you can hear it, and it's kind of overpowering almost. I feel like it might be a little bit too loud at times. It sounds like you're kind of standing by the ocean or by some water in the game, and that's the best thing I can kind of compare it to. But either way, it's a really cool, different way to play the game. I am all for it. I want to get night mode as much as possible, but obviously, like I said, it's not something that you can queue up for individually. It just has to happen randomly. One thing you can do, if you want to experience this for yourself for sure, this is kind of a different way to go about it, but you can queue up just for Vikendi. And then if for some reason you just get the normal match with the daytime, you can just leave the lobby and then just re-queue up until you get the night mode, just so you can experience it. I wouldn't recommend doing that all the time just to only play night mode, because it's going to waste a lot of your time, and it might make those matches short-handed, and it could cause some matchmaking issues and things like that. But if you want to experience it one time, just go for it. If you want to really go for it and experience it, just leave the lobbies and then go back in until you eventually get night mode. It'll happen eventually, it just might take some time. But what I wanted to do to show this off, I had a pretty long match on it. We didn't end up winning, so unfortunately I'm not going to show you the best match or anything like that. But I did end up getting a couple kills. I just want to shut up for now, just let you experience it. If you don't want to listen for it, or if you don't want to watch the rest of the video, that's perfectly fine. I'm not going to talk the rest of the video. I just want to play the gameplay and let you experience what night mode on Vikendi is like on an Xbox One X. But remember to like the video and subscribe to stay up to date on everything that I publish. But with that being said, I'll get out of here and let you enjoy the rest of the video.
Reloading!